U.S. lawmakers introduce bill to clarify crypto regulations. Could this further legitimize the cryptocurrency space and pave the way for even more institutional order flow? Later in this video, I'll also check in on the price action of Bitcoin, Uniswap, VeChain, and Luna. I'll leave some timestamps in the description down below, so feel free to skip ahead to the section that is most relevant to you. Alright, let's get on with the video. First up, we've got U.S. lawmakers introduce bill to clarify crypto regulations. The proposed bill would create a working group to evaluate U.S. cryptocurrency regulations with input from the SEC and CFTC. Congress may soon try to clarify digital asset regulation in the U.S. Representatives Patrick McHenry, RNC, and Stephen Lynch, DMAS, introduced legislation Tuesday to create a working group composed of industry experts and representatives from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission and Commodity Futures Trading Commission to evaluate current legal and regulatory framework around digital assets in the U.S. The three other co-sponsors of the bill are Glenn Thompson, RPA, Ted Budd, RNC, and Warren Davidson, R. Ohio. The ultimate goal of the legislation, called the Eliminate Barriers to Innovate Act of 2021, would be to clarify when the SEC has jurisdiction over a particular token or cryptocurrency, i.e. when it is a security, and when the CFTC has jurisdiction, i.e. when it's a commodity. U.S. regulations can often appear lacking, with no clear rules when a certain cryptocurrency is treated as a security or not. With SEC enforcement actions providing much of the guidance in this area, SEC Commissioner Hester Peirce, who is outspoken on the issue, tried tackling it in 2020 by proposing a 3-year safe harbor for projects to get off the ground. Under the terms of the bill, Congress would create a working group within 90 days of the bill's passage composed of SEC and CFTC representatives. Overall, I do view this as a potentially good thing for the crypto space. With proper clarity and proper regulation, it can further legitimize cryptocurrency and pave the way for even more institutional money to enter. Next up, we have the top 5 cryptocurrencies to watch this week: BTC, Uniswap, Theta, VeChain, and Luna. Bitcoin's BTC fundamentals received a boost as the US Senate passed the $1.9 trillion stimulus bill on March 7th. If traders react to this bill in the same way they had done to the first stimulus package in April 2020, then the crypto markets may witness a strong rally. The stimulus package also intensifies the focus on the devaluation of the US dollar. These concerns could lead some investors to park their money in hard assets or Bitcoin instead of keeping them in fiat currencies, according to veteran trader Peter Brandt. In addition to investors growing, a number of listed companies are choosing to protect their fiat reserves by buying Bitcoin. After the high-profile purchase by MicroStrategy, Tesla, and Square, a Chinese-listed company called Meitu revealed that it had acquired $40 million worth of Bitcoin and Ether. If other companies across the world also follow this lead and invest a portion of their treasury reserves in Bitcoin, that could create a massive supply and demand imbalance, sending prices through the roof. Well, this is beginning to look like the potential perfect storm. With regulation and clarity on the horizon, plus a $1.9 trillion stimulus package, it seems to me that when that money printer gets fired back up again, we may see cryptocurrency catch a major bid. Now let's get into the price action. First up, we've got Bitcoin here up on the daily. Starting with the price action, I see that Bitcoin is indeed making its way back up to the all-time high. You can see the red 10 simple, yellow 21, and the 30 simple moving average all beginning to regain a bullish posturing as price action is literally wicking off of that right now and pushing its way back up to this purple box liquid zone. This purple box liquid zone has a bottom side coming in at approximately $57,693 and a top side coming in at around $58,367. If the bulls are able to start closing daily candle bodies up above this liquid zone, followed by a nice back test, so creating future support out of the former resistance, then I think Bitcoin might be ready to make a new all-time high. Dropping down below to the RSI is looking good as it regains the exponential moving average and is flirting with taking back the bullish control zone. I'd like to see this RSI get confirmed in there, leaving this with a positive slope to the upside, because this will be signaling to me that the bulls have plenty of ammunition to push Bitcoin up higher if and when it resolves this purple box zone. Down below in the stochastics, momentum up as they regain the bullish control zone. Things overall looking good here as buying sentiment is re-entering the market. Down below in the MACD is looking to fire off a bullish cross right now, and we're getting our first little green bar of positive momentum on the histogram. This is technically still unconfirmed as the trading day still has 42 minutes remaining, but it's looking probable that a bullish cross may take place on the MACD. So overall, things are looking good for Bitcoin right now as it looks to reach for this purple box liquid zone once more. Uniswap up on the daily chart. Starting with the price action, I see that Uniswap is attempting to resolve this purple box liquid zone that has a bottom side coming in around the $29 mark and a top side coming in around $33. Just 3 days ago, I see Uniswap got a nice celery stick here, closing above the top side of this liquid zone and accompanied by pretty good volume down below, getting above the moving average, as well as engulfing the last several days of volume read. Since then, Uniswap is looking to test this purple box liquid zone as support, and if Uniswap is able to hold this as support on daily candle body closes, then I think over time, Uniswap will be getting ready to make another pretty good move to the upside. If Uniswap starts closing daily candle bodies inside this liquid zone, then likely it'll drift down to the bottom side of it, coming in around the $29 mark. The 10 simple moving average is rising very quickly and will likely be coming into confluence with that area, so it'd be very interesting to see how price action interacts with that 10 simple moving average if and when that time comes. If Uniswap starts closing those daily candle bodies below the bottom side of this liquid zone here, then it's very likely to test the 21 at the very least, and the 21 is coming in around $26.50 at least at the time of recording. And this is going to be changing and changing very soon, as the trading day still only has 24 minutes remaining at the time of recording. Dropping down below to the RSI is in the bullish control zone with a negative slope to the downside, but I do see that the exponential moving average does have a positive slope and is gaining the bullish control zone. So likely a test of that exponential moving average if the RSI finds support upon that and starts to angle its way back to the upside as Uniswap gets above this purple box liquid zone. That would be another good point on the board for the bulls. Stochastics down below are signaling momentum up, and momentum up as it tries to resolve this zone, so overall a decent look there as well. I see that the MACD is in a bullish posturing right now as the histogram begins to print more green bars of positive momentum as the moving averages are angled back to the upside. So overall, Uniswap is looking good here. I want to see how the daily candle bodies close throughout the remainder of this week before getting excited that Uniswap is indeed ready for that big move to the upside, but it is beginning to build a case for that. VeChain up on the daily chart. Starting with the price action, I see VeChain actually does look pretty good here right now. Getting this nice lightsaber well above the top side of this liquid zone, coming in on the good volume down below. And in the next 21 minutes, it looks probable that VeChain is going to close yet another daily candle body above this purple box liquid zone. This liquid zone has a top side coming in around 6 cents and a bottom side coming in at around 0.054 cents. I want to see VeChain continue to close those daily candle bodies above this purple box liquid zone, and then it will begin to look like VeChain's ready for another pretty big leg to the upside. If VeChain starts closing daily candle bodies back inside this liquid zone at the 6 cent mark, then it'll likely drift its way back down to the bottom side, coming in at around that 5.5 cent mark. It'll be interesting to see where the 10, 21, and 30 are coming in if and when that happens, as they could provide some pretty good confluence if VeChain was to retrace down there. But as of right now, this is beginning to look like a breakout, and it looks like VeChain is establishing a case for some upside momentum here. So this is very interesting. Be very interesting to watch where this goes in the next few days. Dropping down below to the RSI looking really good, getting back in the bullish control zone, leaving that exponential moving average with a positive slope to the upside. And typically when I see reads like this coming in as an asset blast through a liquid zone, it's very encouraging that the breakout is legit. Dropping down below to the stochastics simply momentum up, looking good. And down below here on the MACD has a fresh bullish cross just a few days ago, and the island on the histogram here just continues to print bigger green bar after bigger green bar. So things are overall looking good here for VeChain so long as it holds this as support and keeps going to the upside. Potentially some people might be looking at some of this as bearish divergence, potentially here on the histogram as well as the RSI, but remember, you always have to look to your price action to confirm those things before it becomes an actionable signal. So until price action confirms any of that as bearish divergence, I'm looking at this like a potential breakout in the making right now. So let's keep our eyes on VeChain over the next few days, as VeChain might make some moves here. We'll find out soon. Luna up on the daily chart. Starting with the price action, Luna indeed is making some massive moves to the upside right now. I see that today's candle will be closing in about 15 minutes and is coming in on pretty good volume as this convincing move continues its way to the upside. I certainly will not be FOMOing into Luna at these price levels, as it is getting pretty extended from all the major notable moving averages down below. However, if you were somebody that was buying into Luna down here, congratulations to you, as you're getting some serious gains right now. Dropping down below to the RSI looking good. It is getting into the overbought zone, but is pointed very aggressively north, and I can see that the exponential moving average remains in the bullish control zone. and has a very positive slope to the upside. Overall, a good look. Dropping down below to the stochastics simply momentum up, just more confluence of strength here. And down below in the MACD bullish cross to the upside, looking really good as the histogram continues to print another solid bar of positive momentum. This is actually looking really, really good. This is one I'll keep on my watch list, as I will look for the pullback when that time comes, and likely buy the dip on this thing, assuming that things are looking good during that time in the crypto sector as a whole. Congratulations everyone who got into this move before it started rocketing to the upside this way. So I'm not going to cover Theta in this video, as I put out a video on Theta earlier today. I also covered the price action of T-Fuel, so be sure to go check that out. Congratulations to anybody that's holding on to any of these coins, experiencing some sweet gains. Congratulations to you. Thank you so much for coming by and checking out this video. I look forward to seeing you in the next one, and until I do, have yourselves a powerful day.